Hello, y'all. Sorry, this is rough. I haven't done this in a while. But hello, hello, hello. Oops, can we enhance? We get a little filter. Hold up, hold it.
There was one that was. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and hop into it, I guess, right? Yeah. So we're gonna be doing some July predictions. I first, let me start off and just say I'm really happy for you guys. I'm really happy to be back with you guys. I've had to get quite creative with how I'm going to be proceeding with this channel because technology has just really not been in my favor when it comes to. That was odd. When it comes to like social media. So I'm hoping that this live format can help. So we'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. So we're gonna start here. I think we should start with a collective message, right? And just for any of you who guys don't know, I'm sorry I'm all over the place and scattered. I'm out of practice. It's been a long morning. This is my little sister Jara. She's been a part of this journey for as long as I've been here. And like, yeah, she's also super talented when it comes to astrology and tarot and stuff. So I think that her insight will be cool. But just want to come say hi, see how y'all are doing. Hopefully, give you something um, to come back to. And yeah, please let me know. I've missed you guys dearly. It's just been a wild ride. Like, me and technology just do not get along. This social media age, the influencer age, it's not accommodating to a girl like me. I don't know why. So let's get into it. So I'm just shuffling. Yeah, you can. I just don't think that anybody's commenting.
Hello.
So we'll see if the playback and all the other stuff, if people come back to the video. Hello, Dorinda. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so people. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. Like live, doing the live versions with the playback because I just got to a point where I can't store any like footage and stuff in my recording. It's been very frustrating. So I'm hoping that this is a nice. In between. So let's start off with some collective messages for everybody, and then we'll get into it. We'll go sign by sign, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
I miss you. We're a couple live. I'm so excited. Hello, hello. Yes, this live. We're here. This probably we're gonna see how this goes, and of course, like the feedback and all the other stuff. After everybody reads, but you know, thank a lot of your other fellow people who are part of this channel.
Hi.
Because people have been doing their job of bullying me back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm coming back with open arms. But people have been informing me like, hey, you're a miss. You need to get back online.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, her.
I come for her.
frequently. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my Sun, Mars, and Aquarius technology. Maybe it's my moon in the 11th house in Aries. I just feel like I'm always boxing technology. And I get exhausted. But I'm really happy to be back. Okay. Oof. So the collective energy, and I'm going to show you the cards, but the collective energy is a little heavy right now, as I'm sure nobody's surprised with... You're so gifted. Share. Oh, thank you.
Not really.
See, hater. Hateration, holleration.
It's the thought.
I always have somebody to keep me humble. In case you're worried about my ego getting too big. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I really want to say first and foremost, if you are nervous about this Roe versus Wade, not to get political, but it's very clearly in the cards. If you're nervous about the Roe versus Wade or just, you know, women losing rights, I do think that women are definitely going to overcome this. We got the Queen of Cups, the Strength card, and the Ace of Swords. So there is a battle to be had, and I do think that feminine energy has a fair shot of winning. So don't be afraid. If you're afraid to be silenced, if you're afraid how this political climate, specifically in America, is going to affect you. I do see that it's going to get a lot better because people are going to lead with compassion and all that good stuff. So just kind of as the collective energies, of course, I know I speak to a more feminine and female audience, so this makes sense that this would come up. I do feel like there's a lot of fives. We got Five of Wands, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, being surrounded in the Nine of Swords, so a lot of stress and all that other stuff. So I just feel like there's a lot of conflict. People are feeling super isolated and not really knowing what to do. But the process, the good thing about this is it all ends with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So there is a progress of change. This is going to revolutionize people. So if you're feeling really down right now, I do think that in this space, and we just had that new moon in Cancer, so your feelings are actually going to be riled up. You're actually going to be passionate towards something and want to get something. So this is a good thing. Through conflicts, I think will raise the vibration ultimately. So although it feels like we took a major L as a collective, specifically when it comes to women's right, I do feel like we have all the tools to get back what we need and where we're going when it comes to women's rights. If you disagree with women's rights and you have your own opinion, sure, that's fine. You're certainly entitled to it. However, I think it's like 70% of the U.S. population is in favor of Roe versus Wade and is very upset that it was overturned. So the majority is upset. So if you disagree with that, I completely understand that. However, the majority is dissatisfied with this ruling, and I do think that it will be addressed a little bit later. And in the heart of the reading, we do have the Magician card. So to take the politics out of it on an individual level, if you feel like, you're just banging your head up against the wall, nothing's really working out, nothing's coming together, then I do think that there's going to be remember to continue to have compassion for yourself and remember who you are and how strong you are. Hey, thank you. Hey. Remember how strong you are. Remember that you're gifted and remember that you have passions and you have wants. But the thing that you are going to have to do, everybody's going to have to do, regardless if it's political or just in your own life, you are going to have to speak up. If you don't speak up, if you don't use your voice, where this is masculine energy, if you don't step into your masculine energy and stand up for yourself and set boundaries and say no, then you're going to feel drained. You're going to be stressed. So the moment that you start setting boundaries for yourself according to these cards, regardless of what aspect of life that's in, that's when you're going to start feeling that you have more control. And then the sky is the freaking limit. Okay, so extremely powerful message just as far as remember who the heck you are, remember where you come from, remember the strength that you possess, remember that nobody can shut you down, nobody can and if they can, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. But keep on the beaten path. That's the kind of the collective energy, is really to stand up for yourself and step into masculine energy. Anything else you see, Jara?
No, but it's interesting. Well, okay, yes. So you got the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and then the Strength card right here. So, yeah, no, I just agree. Like, all this stress and lonely, no hope. But the thing about the Five of Cups is it does have the two cups in the back that nobody's seeing. So, like, there is hope.
There is hope. Yeah, it's just opportunity. It just depends on how you look at it. You can definitely look at this period of life as a period of great point, but as a period of like loss or a period of like opportunity to do something else, to shake something up, to get out of the status quo. And I think that that's super important. Excuse me. So the collective energy is a little wild right now. So I always say be careful when you're driving. When I see collective energy be crazy, it always shows up to me driving. Like I can tell that if people are pissed because people just get rude on the road, people be doing dumbass shit on the road, and like that's when I'm like, where's the moon? What's going on? And it's always something. So just be patient, particularly when it comes to grocery shopping and all that other stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the signs. Doesn't matter. See, does anybody have any preferences of where we start?
Yeah, what are y'all signs? Zodiac.
Nothing, because if not, then we're just going to start with Cancer.
Cancer.
Okay, all right, period. Happy birthday! Blessed Cancer. Okay.
Virgo. Pisces.
Okay, are you going to remember this?
Scorpio. No. Here, let me write this up.
We're getting y'all. Cancer Moon in the house. Hey, Cancer Moon. How do you feel after this new moon in Cancer? You feeling okay? Everything all right?
Okay, we had Cancer, Virgo, Pisces. I know I saw Scorpio.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, our numbers aren't reflecting anybody. So let's start with our Cancer messages for July. Tired, drained from this new moon. Yeah.
Yeah. Cancer. Sorry.
Yeah. Sending you. OMG, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mwah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Emotional,
Okay,
yeah.
We got you. We got you.
We're
She's
here.
shuffling. She's
yeah,
shuffling.
we're shuffling. We're going to see what's going on with our cancers. Really interesting start. Y'all are like flying out. Like the cards are coming out in chunks. So, wow. All right, Cancer. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so Cancer, there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening here. I am actually getting a message, and it's so crazy now because, wow, I've never experienced this before. Because before all of this, I hate that this is so political, but it's showing up in the cards. I'll show you the cards. You know, pregnancy and all the other stuff. It used to be like, hey, if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful. But seriously, be very careful. So I do sense some sort of sadness coming here, especially with this, the Empress, and the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands. So particularly dealing with, if you've been really worried about just pregnancy and getting pregnant and all that good stuff, I don't think that you should worry regardless. If you're not trying to get pregnant and you're in a state where you can't do what you got to do, then be very careful because I do see pregnancy in this energy right now, and that could be hidden a little bit. So I'm seeing a little bit of secretive that could be very specific for like one person who chops on this. So we're going to get off of it, but I do see that energy represented here. So cancers. First cards out, we had the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Judgment card. And guys, I'm so out of practice with showing the cards. I'm used to laying it down on the table, so please forgive me. I like showing the cards on the table, but now since I have to do it this way, I'm a little out of practice. So I definitely feel like the positive of like the drainingness that you've experienced through this new moon is you're definitely headed towards like some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of groundbreaking information. It could be something that was hidden that is now coming to light. But I also feel like there's something within the Cancerian energy with the Empress here, something that you could have easily been blocking about yourself. I'm trying to think of like an example that I could use where, I don't know, I guess it's like, this is a very shallow example, but this is kind of what I'm getting. It's just like if you've always told yourself, oh, I'm unattractive, oh, I'm unattractive, oh, I'm unattractive. And then through this period of time for July, you look in the mirror and then you start realizing, wait, I'm a bad bitch. I'm really good looking. Like something about you is about to be revealed. Something false that you've been telling yourself is about to be revealed to you through spiritual means. Of course, it does not have to be looks. It doesn't have to be that. It can be something grand. It could be something about your own spiritual relationship, your own relationship with God and all this stuff. Hey, Bella! Oh my gosh, this is one of your champions who was telling me I need to get back on here. So everybody thank Bella. Everybody thank Bella for showing up because she was on my ass. So thank you so much. But I definitely do feel like there's like an awakening of some sort. My advice to you, Cancer, is to not fight it because you have the Sun card, you have the Seven of Wands, and you have the Three of Wands here. So there's something that Spirit wants you to... So there's something here that Spirit wants you to do moving forward that you could be blocking away from yourself. There's progress here that you could be fighting. Get out of your comfort zone is what I'm hearing. Just completely get out of your comfort zone. Leave behind old thought patterns that aren't keeping you. So this month of July, it doesn't necessarily have to be a challenge, Cancer, if you go with the flow. If you are stubborn and you don't want to get out there, then this could be a challenging month for you because I do feel like Spirit is putting you way closer to your spiritual path. So again, we've experiencing a lot of draining and all the other stuff. That energy is clear because it's flushing you out for whatever Spirit wants to replace new in you. So it really is, you guys are really affected by this new moon and it's clear. So with over the course of the next 2 weeks, and especially over the course of July, you are going to be experiencing some major changes that might make you uncomfortable, but it is going to put you on your divine path, and that is on, period. The other thing, Cancer, that I'm seeing with this last line, we have the Seven of Swords, the Empress, and the Five of Cups. And this is why, and then at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Cups. So this is kind of where I'm getting on that maternal energy, where especially like miscarriage, especially any of that stuff, that could happen. But again, it's all a part of the process. If that does happen, you know, be patient with yourself, be patient with the universe. The other message that I'm getting from this is move in silence. Don't I know Cancerian people have a nasty habit. I'm an Aries moon, so I don't necessarily always do this. I have the opposite effect. But the Cancers can, sometimes you guys can get caught asking people, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And end up getting a whole bunch of different information. This is not a time for you to seek counsel. This is a time for you to follow your gut, follow your spirit, and move accordingly to that. Oh wow! So, thank you. I'm happy. I'm happy we're here. I've been thinking about y'all. I think about y'all all the time. I just had to again get off of freaking. I just can't stand technology, guys. I just don't like it. It's plain and simple. But I do feel like you can definitely make changes and all the other stuff, and don't do it. Do it according to you. Don't get a whole bunch of extra second opinions and all the other stuff. Just act, follow spirit, because you are certainly being guided. For sure. But yeah, any...
No, she pretty much got it. She pretty much got it. But yeah, no, these are powerful cards. Y'all are really hidden. Yeah, y'all are really going through a spiritual awakening over here. Sun and Empress. We're stepping into some Leo energy over there.
Yeah. And some of you, if you consider moving, this could be the month where you start really looking into moving, or where you do in fact move. So let's see if there's just a little bit of cards of advice for you guys. One of the ultimate Cancer. Yeah, Nine of Wands.
I love y'all. I mean, I'm a Cancer somewhat.
Okay. Ooh. Well, all right, Cancer. There's a little bit of a
Leo rising.
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, if we're tapping into your energy.
Yeah. You showed up, so this might be for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my gosh. So, Cancer, listen, get over this, particularly if you are single, or if you've been in a crap relationship and you're trying to get out of it. If you're happy and content where you are, cool, stay where you are. If not, there is a beautiful prize on the other end of this transition for you. It is clear. The moment that you step out of your comfort zone, you step into like soulmate. I didn't even catch this. You step into soulmate category. It came out just like this. I kid you not. On the other side of this Nine of Wands, you blocking yourself, there's real connection. So if you've been experiencing loneliness, particularly Cancer, get out of your own way. Get out there. There's an opportunity here for you to meet somebody and be lasting. This could be career for you. Also, we have the Page of Pentacles here. But I can't express that enough. Get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. And if you are moving, you could meet somebody right there. I mean, you're definitely going to be seen if you want Cancer.
Oh, Cancer, no. Yeah, okay, cool. So, wow, this happened right on your freaking road. Yeah. So, movement.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? Thank you.
Virgo.
Yes, Virgo. Okay, hey, Virgos. Virgo's in the house. And again, thank you so much for the money that was sent. I really appreciate it. I'm looking at the top, and like that really warms my heart. Thank you. Mom was a Virgo. That's how I've been watching. Yes, she is. To her core, through and through. So, shout out to Virgos. But thank you for your support. Okay. All right, Virgos.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I was like, am I
The
really
Five
doing
of Cups has
okay?
come
The
up
Five
in
of Cups
every
keeps
reading.
coming up.
Everybody's so
Everybody's
sad.
sad.
Everybody's so sad.
Go hug somebody. I get it. These are really trying times, though. I'm happy that I'm doing this because, I mean, this is a crazy time that we're alive through. And it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. Like,
What
this is just
sign you
bizarre.
are.
Or what sign. It's really bizarre.
Virgo, Leo. Look at all our Leo, Cancer, Virgo people.
Yes.
Nice.
You love it. I hope you're tuning into that Leo energy. I'm so jealous of Leos. I've decided, like, that's the one sign that I don't have any Leo. I'm like the antithesis. I'm so Aquarian. So Aquarian. And I love Leos. Y'all really know how to put on a show. Y'all are not afraid to bear it all. And I just love that. Virgo rising.
Same. Shout out to the Virgo risings.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Virgo, Sun, Cancer, Virgo.
Sadly, yeah. It is. So, for our Virgos, peace and blessings. Oh my gosh, James! Hello! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen your name in a minute. I hope that you were doing well.
Girl. Sorry.
Speaking of Leo, our dog. Say
Send
hi,
to
Penelope.
Sorry. She looks so crazy.
Oh my gosh! She looks so stank. Okay. All right, so if anybody does timestamp, start the Virgo timestamp here. All right, Virgos. So July might be a little bit of a tough month for you, and I will get into why. Don't be alarmed by that. But there's decisions to be made. There are decisions to be made, so you feel a little stuck. First card we had here, speaking, funny talk about getting out of comfort zones, and your reading kind of goes along with that theme. So here we have the Hierophant, the Three of Wands, and thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. We have the Three of Wands and the Lover's card. So there's a choice. There's a decision to be made, again, to break tradition, specifically with the Hierophant. That can be moving away from family, stirring up the status quo. So there's something where you're going to have to, or something, again, that makes you comfortable. It can be work, how you're earning money, too, with the second house Taurus there. So you have some options, and that might not be the most comfortable feeling, Virgo, because you guys are doers. You like to be told what to do and then execute it, from what I've learned from Virgos. So when it comes time to be like, hey, well, what do you want to do? You're like, well, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. I want to do what you want to do, So I can kind of get a little bit of that here, and perhaps you don't know what's happening next. You don't know what the next step is. It feels like it's kind of you're in like this limbo. There's a lot of waiting. Your underlying energy here is the opposite of your energy. The Hangman. I don't know why I picked it up like that. The Hangman. So difficult. My fingers are very weak. The Hangman, which is Piscean energy, which is all about perspective. So I feel like Spirit has told you to hit pause for a second in order for you to know what your next step is, and that could feel very weird. So there might not be a lot of action that happens this summer. You feel like you're just waiting for the ball to drop. It could be like in work. You're waiting to hear back from the boss that's changed, or you're waiting to see if you get through on this house, or if you should move to that new state. Like, you're just in this a little bit of a purgatory, which is quite annoying. I feel like some of you could deal with home, like some of you could be homecoming, you could be taking a trip back home and dealing with family, and then you're kind of worrying, like, how much energy should I get to my family? But I do think that if you are going to be spending time with family, that's very clear. I know my mother is headed to a family reunion tomorrow, so it's in the air. You could, like, I forgot what I was saying before that, but I do feel that there could be a home or returning and all the other stuff, and you might be in a more giving period and kind of space. I want to say, too, don't be, and this is like telling water not to be wet, so please take that with a grain of salt. Don't be so pessimistic about what's happening next, Virgo. I think that you have to have faith. The Five of Cups here that keeps coming out. It really is like what Jared so beautifully pointed out. It's not necessarily about what you lost. It's about the Two of Cups behind you and what you stand to gain. Right? And so if you're focusing on what you've lost, so if you're moving, you're like, I love this bathtub. It was the best bathtub ever. You know, end up upgrading into a new house. Well, then you're looking at it all wrong. Like, you just got a new promotion, you got a new closet, you got new everything. But if you're obsessed with like the bathtub that you like, well, now you don't see the beauty in how you're moving. So just be mindful of that, because I do think that spirit is pushing you forward to and encouraging you to do something new, to again rebel a little bit against the status quo. Speak up for yourself. There definitely is an energy here, as we saw in the collective, about feminine energy needing to step into more masculineness. And masculineness, King of Swords here, is about decisiveness. Femininity, we get to, oh, woo, I don't know. What do you think? Da, 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 da. Masculine energy is not about that shit. It's like, here's what's going on. This A plus B equals C every time. Don't argue with me. Da, 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 da. So I do feel like Spirit is definitely telling you to do that so you can get what you want. Because the last card is the Six of Pentacles. So this is a time of negotiation, particularly if you're having to move or get another job. If you sit and you don't say anything and then you're like, they're underpaying me, whose fault is that? Sorry to be blunt, but whose fault is that? Think about it. Think about getting what you want. So I think overall, July, Virgos, it doesn't look like the most active. It looks very homey. It looks very family oriented. But in the meantime, in the back of your head, you're definitely strategizing about what your next move is, and that's okay. So just be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process, Virgo. Anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, you know, me and Adair have been like, we're ready for the fall. Like, we've been kind of over this summer since like April.
Since winter. I was over the summer since winter.
We've been a little bit over the summer. Like, we're like, all right, we're ready for the fall time. And I'm kind of seeing that in the cards too. Like, right now, it seems like it's like, just be patient. Like, I really, with the Seven of Pentacles being here and everything, he's just watching things grow. I really am getting like a patience and stuff, because you are gonna be really, really stable in what's happening and stuff. And right now, everything feels like, you know, like she said, with home and everything, and we're just like staying. But with the Page of Wands being here, like, us Virgos, we'll be outside. We'll be outside at some point.
Yeah, y'all are. I think around y'all's birthdays and all that other stuff, if you can get through July and through August, most of August, I think by the time Western Virgo season rolls around, I really think that y'all are going to be outside.
Yeah.
Smooth. So let's see if there's any last minute advice that Spirit, anything else. Just a couple cards. Oh my gosh. Don't feel restricted. I'm picking up on the energy, and this will, again, when people tune back into this reading, I'm sure, women, we have been schemers and scammers since the beginning of time. If you are a Christian or even know the Bible, the first story in the Bible is about a woman scheming and scamming, okay? Do not be afraid of the oppression that they are putting on us. We will find a way. We always do. So I do feel like there are a lot of people women who are very scared. Even the most powerful, strong women, this Queen of Wands here, feels as if they are being struck down. I cannot express to you enough. They're not going to win, you know? They're not going to win, but we have to continue to speak up, and we have to continue to stand up for ourselves. It'll keep popping up, I assume, but
yeah.
I feel
we've been doing feminine signs.
Yeah,
Cancer, Virgo, like, y'all are mothers.
Y'all
have nurturing energy.
Yeah. So we're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. The Eight of Swords here is about our limited self-belief. You know, take it from a rebel herself. Screw them people. I don't care what they say. I don't. And there's more people like me than not. So you don't have to worry about that bullshit that they got going. Because that's all it is. All right. So that was Virgo.
Okay.
Who's next? Who's next? Pisces. Hello, and I know we have some Pisces in the chat.
Hello, Pisces.
Hello, Pisces. But thank you guys for tuning into the live. I so appreciate it. We'll see how this dude does. You know what? I'm about to use a different deck. Alright, deck switch. See if cards kept coming out. Which is fine. I feel like the same, but I just want to see if different cards come out. If the same cards come out in different decks, which happens a lot. So bear with me.
Sometimes spirit. I said what I said.
Yeah. Feels like you already knew what it was.
Pisces.
Pisces,
Bella.
Bella. That's my twin. She's my twin for real. So I was like, follow her on Instagram.
Birthday twin.
Yes.
February 24th.
Life path number 6. Let's see. What's going on with our Pisces? Pisces for July. Oh, powerful. Let me get behind that. Woo, Pisces. Not bad, not bad. But this is going to be blast from the past. I definitely feel very clearly that things from your past are going to be coming back. Relationships. I'm honestly getting more friendships though. Like friends that you haven't talked to in a long time are going to be coming back. People definitely are looking at you. If you have social media, they lurking. They're lurking. I can tell you that right now. And some of them are going to get brave enough to DM you, and you're going to be shocked. Justice. So funny. Yeah, so Pisces, it seems like you're definitely, wow, you're clearing a lot of, yeah, a lot of air in the Hermit. And at the bottom of the deck, the beautiful Eight of Swords from a different deck. See, it's just in the energy. Everybody's a little worried. So Pisces, 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 you have a very powerful beginning. First card that you have out, Death and Rebirth. So this is a completely new cycle, new chapter. You know, I almost feel like it's giving me a little bit of New Year's energy, but like in the middle of the year. It's giving New Year's energy, but like in the middle of the year. And so I do feel like there's going to be a cycle. So any loose ends that you've had, that's why the friendships, the past relationships are coming back. Now's the time to really put a nail in it, put an end in it, because you are on such a new path. I do imagine there could be some sort of social recognition with the Page of Swords to the Three of Cups here. You could get invitations to things. You could be surrounded by people. So July feels like it's going to be a bit of a social month for you. On the outside, we gotta get to the end, but on the outside, I do feel like there's gonna be a lot of people vying for your attention, a lot of people looking at you, a lot of people wanting to see what you're up to, what you're doing, and so that could be a lot of fun depending on what you're doing, right? Like I'm a Western Pisces, trying to be in entertainment. I need an audience to be entertained. This is great. However, when we get back to the bottom of it, we're going to look into it, because I do imagine that, you're rising like a phoenix from the ashes, Pisces. That's why I really like this death card, because it is the rise. It doesn't focus on the ending. It focuses on the new beginning. So with this rise comes a new social responsibility. So you're going to be attracting people who just could want something from you, so you're going to have to be very discerning about who comes in and who comes out of your life. We got the Prince of Swords, so this is information coming in. This is exactly where I'm getting this people from the past coming back. The Prince of Swords and the Six of Cups, which is about the past energy. People that you've left behind, that you haven't spoken to in a while, definitely who've been holding on to you, holding on to the connection, they will be most likely to come and reach out. That's the clearest reading that I got. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Y'all are the best. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Bella. The Four of Pentacles. So things that have been holding you back, I think you're truly moving away from, because right under the Four of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords. So again, the theme of getting out of your comfort zone, putting yourself out there, it is so strong this year. I'm at this month in particular for July. You are breaking out old patterns, old cycles, and that's it. Yeah, be ready for this new beginning, because it's really beautiful. Was there something that you want to add?
Yeah, I wanted to say, a lot of things are happening Vedic-wise and, like, Aries and stuff, so it seems like people are really, like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Forget, K2, a.k.a. South Node's in Libra, so everybody's just trying to, do what they want to do and not have to be...
answering to other people, and there's beauty in that, and I think that you and Virgos, honestly, your little sister sign, I think that y'all are in the right as far as just establishing yourself. Again, we were talking about earlier, we've been talking so much about feminine energy, and it looks like Pisces, the same thing is happening, where it's like you're stepping into more masculinity with Libra energy. here. I feel like a lot of you are being brave enough at this point in time to settle karmic scores. That's why when I want to say this stuff from the past, it could be from the deep past. Like this could be from people from the deep, deep past that you're settling karmic scores from, you know. So when I say you're hearing from people from the past, it might not be from this lifetime, to be completely honest. See, Miles Virgo too.
Oh, I'm sorry. We love our mom, but you know.
Guess what just came out? The Five of Cups. Totally different deck of cards, guys. So in case you're like, it's fake, no, the shit's real. So Pisces, you didn't get out of the Five of Cups speech. And I'm just giving it again for the people who click in afterwards to just be like, Five of Cups always represents an opportunity. The Two of Cups that are sitting behind that man are really the emphasis of that card. We can cry over spilled milk, cry over past relationships, cry over things that didn't work out, and then move on, pick up those other two cups and start over again, you know? So that seems to be coming through. But I would say if I had to round out Pisces July, closing out karmas, closing out cycles. Oh, shit.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Ten of Wands. Yeah, look at this.
Look at all that fire.
Look at this. Yeah, Jared, you called it with that fire energy. And you want to know, right? Wouldn't Pisces would be in the second house? So I was about to say something wrong, but that's okay. But look at all this fire, Pisces. You know, you're done with being oppressed. You're done. You're done. You're done. If people did not serve you right in the past and they try to come back now because you on this come up, it ain't fit to happen. It's not finna happen. You are, what does that mean? She chose violence? Yeah. People coming to you talking crazy, you're like, no.
Goodbye.
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 So, yeah, so that's the Pisces reading. That was pretty open and shut. That wasn't even that deep. Just be prepared. Be prepared to be recutting people off for a second time. But it just goes to show the popularity and everything that you're gaining and the social status as you're rising. So that's really, really exciting. So congrats, Pisces. All right.
Scorpio.
Okay.
Scorpio people stuff.
Well, they might not be, but we got to go through all of them. For the people who click on later, go ahead and post this. But I'm happy that I did this live, y'all. Like, I was trying to figure out a middle ground. I know some readers are, like, really popular with just blue eyes, pure blue. See, I'm a little too vain, but I don't care anymore. I'm trying not to be vain. I'm trying to just hit record and go. That card's been making his rounds too.
You're welcome, Babylon. She said thank you, Izzy.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you're still here. See, look at her. She was trying to X you out.
My bad. I didn't see any Scorpios. Okay. Team Scorpio, yes.
Look at her. Don't let her shut you out. Okay, Scorpio, you're getting the pregnancy speech very clearly this first round. So if you're trying to have kids, great, congratulations. If not, be careful.
A lot of soulmate stuff.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, you're right. Completely. Wow. Okay. Scorpio, y'all might actually be in a different vibe than everybody. Congratulations. You might have made it out the matrix for this month. Because your reading's completely different.
Look.
Yeah. I want strength. Okay. The devil. All right. Why you gotta do that? Man. Okay, and the Two of Cups. Hey, Brittany! I love me some Brittany. Hello. Yes. Oh my God. Man, I have been, okay? I've been living. Life of the hard knocks. No, I'm just kidding. It's just been... Yeah, if you click to the beginning of the video, you can hear my rant about how much I hate technology and how it works against me, but now we're back. So, Scorpios, again, if the timestamp, start the timestamp here. Our Scorpios, Two of Cups is the bottom energy of your deck, and you probably, like, different from every other sign that we've done this far. Strong emphasis on relationships, strong emphasis on partnerships, strong emphasis on coming together. So it's kind of funny because I know Scorpios can be quite the loners and quite the nobody understands me and all that stuff. This is the point where you get understood. I do feel like there's something that's coming in for you that makes you feel whole. So this is really exciting. First card out, we have the Prince of Wands, Princess of Swords. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Princess of
no
Swords and the Empress cards. So what a beautiful start. You know, that's why I was just like, if it's babies you want, this is babies. If it's not, whatever idea that you have is going to be so fertile and it's going to be worth giving to. It's going to be worth nurturing and worth growing. So if this is a project or a work or anything like that and you treat it like a baby, it's going to be successful and it's going to bear fruit. You're just going to have to take time. So act quickly is kind of what I'm hearing. So July, you can act quickly. Like when there's opportunities that come, act quickly. Don't think too much. I do imagine, however, when it comes to signing contracts, some of you could absolutely be signing contracts, long-term contracts, right? So it could be like for an example, like a Vegas residency, right? It's just like look into that contract. But you're going to be very successful is what I'm getting on an individual term. See, I hate doing this. It'd be messing up my spread, y'all. Like I got so used to just showing you the cards, but it's okay. We're gonna adjust. But the other part of it, and this is what it talks about partnership, you got the Empress to the Emperor to the Justice card. So this could be marriage, long-term commitment, long-term partnerships. If there's something that you wanted to do business-wise, and you've just been needing, like, man, I just need this person. I just need this energy to help me out. I just need capital. I need somebody to invest. I need this. This July is going to be really important for you as far as networking and negotiating contracts. So really beautiful energy, Scorpio. I really do see a lot of success, you know, and it's funny that you have such a quote unquote positive reading opposed to the other ones because Scorpios and Scorpions in the wild thrive in the desert when no one else is doing well. So of course everything's kind of going wah wah, and y'all are survivors to your core. So you're like, I can navigate this territory, you know. So I really do feel like there's going to be major opportunities that are coming in for you. And the thing about it is like whatever it is, Scorpio, you put in so much work for this. I think that it's going to come towards you. I don't feel like you're chasing anymore. I feel like Spirit is definitely telling you the Emperor to the Four of Pentacles to sit in your power and attract. That's the other part of the Empress. If you're looking for another job and all that stuff, of course, I would never say don't send out resumes, but you'll be surprised with how many people end up calling you. You'll be surprised that jobs that you haven't applied for are coming and contacting you and they want you on their team and all that other stuff. So be open. Keep your phone open. If you have like any blockers on your phone and all that stuff to block spam, take it off for July because you're going to be getting some really, important phone calls. You don't want to send straight to voicemail or just be checking your voicemails a lot because there's going to be really important information coming there. That would be my biggest warning for y'all. So we got double fours, Prince of Swords. I just want to say, like, I really feel like you're moving out of this. Something's telling me that whatever it is that you're trying to get, and it could be, again, a relationship or a partnership or a job. It could be any of those three things. You've waited so long and so hard for Four of Pentacles. You've just been sitting, waiting. The devil has been working hard to keep you down, but I just feel like you're overcoming it with the Strength card. You really have manifested this for yourself. You really worked hard. The other part of manifestation, people say like, oh, it just fell out of the sky. No, you've worked hard. You've sat. You've waited. You've plotted. You've waited. I know. I missed you too. And so this is your time to rise and for you to balance out. So while other people, what's that? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Very much that reading here. But yeah, anything? But yeah,
That's good.
so really exciting stuff.
Oops. Sorry, I'm knocking over.
Oh, it's a mess. But thank you, of course. Of course, you got death and rebirth. I'm not surprised at all.
Right. Scorpio.
Yeah, the Scorpio, you're definitely rising from the ashes. But this has a potential. July has a really, really, really good potential. And thank you so much for whoever sent the little cash. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Dorinda, thank you. I'm sorry I missed the name. But yeah, again, don't worry about it, Scorpio. You're moving in the right direction. It's going to come in towards you. Whatever you've been putting out to the universe, you're going to be receiving back. And you're going to meet your match. whatever that means or whatever context that means, you're going to meet your match. So congratulations. um, yeah. So yeah. Who was next? Was that it? Was that the last on the list?
Yeah, I think that was the last of our little list.
Okay, real quick.
All right, guys, some signs.
Yeah, any more signs? Or we're just gonna go. Thank you. Congratulations. Uh, that was a really good reading.
Uh,
Now me trying to and y'all probably had the best reading.
yeah, y'all did.
Don't worry, it's like, yeah, Capricorn. Hey, Capricorn. I just posted a tweet. Capricorns don't get enough respect.
Yeah, we went on a whole thing about Capricorn.
Yeah, I love Capricorns. So don't let people disrespect
Cappy,
you.
yes, go Capricorn.
Yes, go Capricorns. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. People don't get it. Y'all do. I gotta rewind to the Pisces part. Yeah, you missed the Pisces part, James. You've been here the whole time.
Absolutely.
Capricorn rising.
Yes, go, yes.
Yes.
We love to see it.
Capricorns do not get the respect that they deserve. They don't get the love. Y'all really keep the plate. I feel like Capricorns and Virgos probably single-handedly keep things moving.
Yeah.
Taurus, fellow Earth sign, a little slow. But I love them. I respect Taurus. They,
Y'all get there.
All right. Capricorns. Nice first card.
Not success.
Yeah, first card success. So we love to see that.
Y'all Capricorns like that.
Hey, okay. Oh my god. Capricorns, let me tell you something. Y'all might have been Scorpio. Depending on what you want to hear, like, I think that this is great. Let's see. Scorpios, quiet as kept, really crave deep intimacy. They're the 8th house, the house after marriage, so they might try to be like emo and alone, but they're probably like the most wanting that relationship. But when it comes to Capricorns, y'all care about that money, about that bag. And let me tell you something, this spread is looking very good for money and finances. Grab this way. Yeah. Okay, Capricorn. This is about to be a quick reading. Let me tell you, it's not even gonna be that long. Pretty open and shut.
Too straight.
Yeah. So Capricorn, 6 of Pentacles. The work that you put in. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we did. Cancers were the first ones. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that never happened. So normally Virgos are first, but they were pretty low on the list today. But Capricorns, the work that you've been putting in, that's exactly where you're going to be getting out. And I know that if true Capricorns, y'all been putting in that work. So I finally feel like you're going to start seeing your seeds grow, things that you've planted. And again, this could be things from a while ago that you've been waiting to manifest. You're ending this super tough cycle, the 10 of Swords. Right under the 10 of Swords is the Ace of Swords. So it has been mentally draining. It has been physically draining to try to get this, whatever this is. You are moving in the right direction. And you're closing out a major cycle with the World card, which is actually, it's fixed energies, but I also give this a Capricorn card because it's 10th house. But yeah, you are manifesting at such a crazy rate. So I guess, Capricorns, my major advice at this point, your thoughts are going to have to remain positive, because if you think it, that's exactly what's going to happen. So if you put out negative energy and negative thoughts like, oh, there's no way that this is going to work out, oh, this is not going to happen, I didn't plan this, that, and the third, then that's exactly what will end up happening. If you manifest positive and you're just like, wow, I'm so excited, I put so much work, this is it, this is my moment, then it certainly will be, particularly if this is something that you've been wanting for a long time. So do not judge yourself for how long it's taken you to climb Mount Everest. It could have taken you 8,000 years to climb Mount Everest, but once you make it to the top, you made it to the top. Okay, no cheating, no nothing. So I really do feel like that is the biggest message here. You get a little bit of the same message as Cancer, which of course you are sister signs of like as far as like do not block yourself, do not cut out your blessings. Make sure that you stay open. Make sure that you stay fluid as far as like what it is that you're pursuing. There are going to be energies from the past that could be trying to distract you. So you're kind of getting a little bit of that Pisces energy. Um, Man, I haven't been here in a while, but thank you so much for joining. So it's not your algorithm, girl. It was me. But Capricorns, there could be some stuff from the past that comes back up. Spirit is telling you to move on. If it's from the past and you left it in the past and this person wants you to whatever, you're closing so many chapters, so many cycles, let it go. So be very, very cautious, especially with the Ace of Swords in the middle of your reading. Ace of Swords, like the Ace of Wands, is probably two of the most clearing aces. Like the swords, like no, move away. So this is kind of what I'm getting here. But what a beautiful energy. Yeah, move on and move up is kind of like how I would sum it up. See anything?
Mm-mm.
You can get a couple
Yeah,
cards.
this is pretty clear.
Yeah, this is really clear reading, guys. Which is great. I think that you've earned clarity. You've earned directness. Who wants to be confused in these times? She has really just forced herself up here. Here comes again, the Hermit. Yeah. So that's what I'm kind of getting. So I guess the little bit of advice, Capricorn, is the Sun card. Now, and you guys already know this, so this is just a reminder. Now's not the playtime. Now's the time to really get busy. So I do really see that there are going to be people, energies that could be distracting you. And Spirit really kind of wants you to mind your business a little bit. Like literally mind your business, like take care of your business, handle your business, and then you'll have more time for social activities. So July might not be like the most social month for you. It doesn't look very fun in that case. However, whatever work that you put in, you'll be able to enjoy the latter half of your year. So you kind of fall into that. I come alive in the fall time.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's what we got for Capricorns. So thank you for joining. If you're Cap, I hope that this resonated. Really good, clear cut reading. Mind your business. Literally.
Jesus, lady.
All right. So Capricorn. Anybody else join? I think we're probably freestyling it now. Do a deck switch.
Any other songs?
And again, thank you so much for anybody who contributed to the channel. That really warms my heart. Thank you. Alright, so we can do Taurus. We can talk about Taurus. Leo.
Libra. Sagittarius. Oof, there's a lot of songs.
There are. Let's see. This is why I took a break. Yeah, I have so much respect for like the marathon YouTubers who can just like sit. I've got like 6 more. That's it. Leo. Okay. I'm pulling for Taurus, but I will do Leo right after. One card's already started flying out. Damn, Taurus. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pushing 75 this year. Wow. Happy birthday.
Wow, you're all Earth. Good for you.
Yeah. Very grounded. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
and that's why you're living a nice long life. But thank you so much and happy birthday. Ooh, Taurus. The Three of Cups has made its round all over. All right, Taurus, y'all got a little bit. It's not necessarily a bad message, but there's a lot. It's few layers. So give me a second to kind of process what is going on. I just heard Return of the Mac, so I feel like Return of the Mac, it is. So I feel like some of you tourists are definitely getting your groove back, or you might have an opportunity to like show up on somebody. That's kind of specific, but let's say there was some hateration, holleration coming from somebody in high school or something, and you run into them in the mall and you look fly and they don't look fly at all. I feel like so some of you could be dealing with a lot of that, and that might serve a level of validation that you didn't know that you were going to get. So that's pretty exciting. And then on another note, I do feel like you are meeting relationships. There are people who are coming towards you and moving together. Um, Start off with the Six of Wands, so a lot of success, a lot of victory, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So you might even find a little bit of love. Or a partnership. And something's telling me that this could be like a creative partnership too, if it's not physical, like, oh, we're in love now. This could be if you're an artist or any of that stuff. You could find a muse. Um, that's my favorite. Oh, thank you. So I'm gonna try. The problem, the issue. Sorry, Taurus. I will get back to you. But the issue with the pick a card is like I have to get another camera or find another way to record my videos because my camera, what I was recording on previously, just cut out, and I haven't been focused on trying to get another thing, but that will happen. So send me some prayers so I can get me some freaking, so I can get some new equipment and get back on the channel because I miss y'all dearly. But I have my temper is not great for boxing technology, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so Taurus, I just feel like you're definitely moving on. Again, use like some of the other things that have been brought up earlier. There is a level of decision making with the Two of Pentacles here. So some stuff you're going to have to leave behind in order to gain new, which is super exciting. But I do feel like Spirit is telling you, Knight of Pentacles, be patient with yourself, the High Priestess. Follow your own intuition, and that's going to lead you to where you're supposed to go. So, a little layered. So for July, Taurus, I would definitely be like, you've learned some tough lessons. We have Saturn and Pisces here with the Eight of Cups in the middle. You've learned some lessons and you've had to learn how to walk away from certain people. But either you're walking away from people and Spirit's telling you, hey, you're going to get a time to flex on these people when the time comes, period. Or now's the time for you to walk away from these people. And find a new soul tribe, find people who understand you. So you could be in like this really kind of weird state of like, where do I belong, where do I fit? I feel like that's going to be the biggest thing for July. It feels like you're dealing with a lot of social issues. I'm sure if I looked astrology wise, there's something that's hitting your social charts because that seems to be the biggest shift. So when you step away from some group of friends or from some people who aren't serving you or from a relationship that isn't serving you, you end up pretty much walking into a new one. Or perhaps you've been in a relationship for a while and then you meet somebody who new and you're like, oh man, do I leave the person that I was with before and start a new one, or do I kind of gain? So some of you could be going through that weird time period, but I don't think that you're going to pick wrong, you know. As long as you're patient and continue dating or continue getting to know both parties, you'll be more comfortable in whatever decision you decide to make, Taurus. So it's kind of specific, this reading, so we'll see who clicks on. Let me know if it resonates. But yeah, you're going to have to walk away from something. It's like you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. No, we haven't missed it yet. But yeah, do you see anything else?
No, you're good.
Okay. Trying to look for any angle. Yeah, there's some return. There's apology. Somebody's coming back. Whew, all these past energies. That is the theme. Like if you're not like whew, crying in the bed, then somebody from your past is about to come bother you. Any last advice for Taurus? Any last advice for Taurus? The Five of Wands, not surprised. The Tower, not surprised. Yes, it's my little sister. And the Seven of Wands. Okay, don't look at that. The Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. If something is meant to end, let it. Do not fight it. Do not hold on. There could be something that really comes to a head this July for you, Taurus, but I really think that it is such a blessing in disguise because it releases you from whatever is no longer serving you and you get to go do something else, you know. So don't fight it. Don't fight the feeling. So that's kind of what. So that's what I'm getting for Taurus. So now we're moving into our Leos, right?
Yes.
Who's Leo's next? This has been so much fun. How you feeling?
Good, good.
You hot? I'm hot. And I'll be channeling out my little bra right here. I'll be, ooh. Doing a marathon read. I haven't done this in so long. Like an exercise.
Hands, brain.
All of it. Yeah, that third eye. Her looks. let that image sit.
That is a weird image. Leos.
She looks nervous. She's not nervous. Are you nervous?
No. I'm chilling.
Yeah, she's just cool. She's pretty chill. I'm obnoxious. I was like, hey, everybody. Hi. Like, we have the baby pictures to prove it. Like, my face has always been like, let me tell you. She's like,
just like this. like this, like this.
alright, Leos. Okay, Leos. Alright, Leos.
Oh, it's about to be y'all's,
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
Leo's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I just met a Leo man today, so
Well, you might want to listen because he might be getting some money. It's going to take some time. But he might end up with some money because that's really what I'm getting right now. But it's going to take some time. So he's like, my finances are funny. Check back in with him in like 6 months.
Hey. The Capricorns are looking good though.
Yeah,
So
now if you're looking for a man, the Capricorns looking good. And the Scorpios, for what it's
the
worth,
Scorpios
they're
are
looking
looking
good
pretty
too. All right. 7 of Cups, Leos, 10 of Wands, the Universe. Okay. So my Leos, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Hierophant. So this gives, it's 4 energy. It's 5 here, but I don't know. I think it should be 4. I can't debate. But like, anyways, it's just about like sitting and being kind of a little, not necessarily stagnant in a bad term, but just it's a fixed energy. So the Taurus, the Pope, it's just like this is ruled, this is law, this is what it is. And again, it deals with second house, money, owning money. So I really feel like for Leos, this is going to be a wealth reading. Money has been hard. I feel like if you've had money, it goes. Like you'll get money and then it leaves, and it hasn't been able to stick. July's not going to be much different. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. But the money's a little bit funny, so please be careful, Leo, with how you are spending your money because it's going to come in and it's going to go out equally as quickly. So make sure that you are planning accordingly. You are going to close this cycle, though. I promise you, you're going to close this cycle. You have the 10 of Wands, the Universe. Now, when? I'm not sure. Maybe if you know your Vedic chart, you can look at your Rahu and all the stuff. Where would Rahu be hitting? Is it hitting the Earth houses? Or K2?
Leo.
Yeah. Rahu's hitting fire. And then Aquarius is hitting 7th. No, it's not hitting the Earth houses.
No, no, it wouldn't be.
Okay, well, scratch that, Leos. But there's just been a lot of, maybe Saturn. Maybe there's Saturn's in a weird space.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a reason for this, and the reason why I'm trying to dig into it is because, like, whatever it is, there's just, it's timing. So your Saturn could be ill aspecting your second house. There's just delay when it comes to money. So if you've been struggling with money, Leos, it's not your fault, right? You can plan accordingly. It's not like you're just like, oh my God, nothing's working. Everything I touch turns to shiz. Like, yes, there's a little bit of that. However, this cycle will end and you will have more money coming in. So if finances, resources have been stressful for you, hang in there. Literally, your middle card is the Hangman, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow moving night. It's not moving at the way that you want it to. There's going to certainly be opportunity for more income with the Princess of Pentacles. However, right now, it just looks like there's going to be a lot of stagnation when it comes to money. So if you're dating a Leo, you know, they might not be trying to ask you on any type of dates or nothing like that right now. Like if there's a blockage, it's because they can't genuinely afford it and they're really nervous about money and finances and resources. That was pretty straightforward. Sorry, like I wish it could be more colorful, Leos. But let's look at
Yeah.
like your advice. Yeah, you
Maybe
see
y'all
anything
spending
else?
too much on y'all's birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all like to go big.
Yeah, but be disciplined this month with your money. Seriously. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, and for what it's worth, Leos, this might contradict a little bit of what I've been saying, so just bear with me. But I do think that you're overdue a vacation. You need to get out of wherever you are. I definitely feel like you need to change of scenery. You got 2 nights in the Chariot Cart and Temperance, which is all about freedom, travel, and all that good stuff. If you are a Leo dealing with a Sagittarius person or a Cancer person, you're going to hear from them clear as day. They're going to communicate with you. If not, then, and you've been needing a trip, you're like, I just need a break. Whatever little money you do got, you should spend it on getting away, taking a weekend, taking a long weekend for yourself, or taking a trip and having a break where you get to do things that you want to do. I definitely feel like it is completely in order to reset, so you can re-dial into yourself and check in with yourself. So that's kind of what I'm getting for you, um, my Leo people. So July might not be the most fun month, but towards the end of it, you might end up going on a trip or something. So just if you can hang in towards the end of July, or if you have like a destination birthday or something like that, then that should be fun. You should be able to do that. But other than that, you need to be penny pinching Mr. Krabs, okay? Alrighty. Too funny, okay. Listen, that's so funny, yeah. So who is next? Leo.
You can do Sag.
Yeah, Sag. Yes, Sag. Yeah, we can do Aries, and then I'll round up the fire signs.
Yeah.
And then pretty much all the, and then the air signs.
Yeah.
Period. It's a marathon. We've been over here for hours. We got 5 years.
Justice been coming out a lot too.
Yeah, it has.
This Libra reading might be something. Got any Libras in
Yeah,
there.
for real. Two swords. Magician. Sag, you on the other hand, your money's looking a lot better, so. You're looking a lot better than Leo, let me tell you right now. And a little more. Okay, 7 Pentacles. Alright, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's nice. So Sag, I really feel like you've been okay. So you got two sevens. Sevens are lucky, and yeah, I just feel like you've been doing a lot, Sagittarius. Again, when it particularly comes to work and contracts that you've signed, um, you've been putting in that work. Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So I do feel like July is going to be the opposite of Leo at this point, where it's just like you're going to be able to see the work that you put in. You're going to be gaining a lot of stuff. Yeah, about job, making more money. This is a really good positive reading for that. So July has mad potential for you to manifest it. When I say that, because of course the last card, this monkey wrench ass card, this is one probably my least favorite. Give me death, give me the devil, give me everything else. The Seven of Pentacles drives me mad. Okay, I'm an Aries person. This
Yeah,
drives
I was
me
like,
mad.
y'all fire signs. I don't know you as a Sag. I don't know if you're gonna be okay with the patience
That's just
type of advice.
if I could throw this freaking card out. So this tells me that like July might not be the month where you see the effect. I hate saying that, but where you see it, but you whatever you're doing this month is going to be fruitful later. So this might not be where you get the job. You might not get the job this month, but you might not start the job this month, but you get the contract. You understand what I'm saying? So that's like it's a little step. Interviewing like crazy. Yeah, so an offer, yes, an offer is coming. An offer is certainly coming. Let me see this. So I always, when I do personal readings and all that stuff, I try to give they're pretty vague, and yours is vaguer. But I really feel like if you're doing a applying for a job specifically where there's like a man, like a up top man, but you'll be dealing with a woman go between, then that's a really good shot because I see that dynamic. Yeah, I see that dynamic paying off. So that might be kind of vague, but like if you interview and you got the top, like the president or whatever, there's a woman who's in between who you'll be answering to. That's probably the job that you will get. I see that set up here. And again, just the process. You might not hear from them. Like you might be like, oh, I had a great interview. Yeah,
Yeah.
she sees what I'm saying. You'll be like, oh, I had a wonderful interview, and then you don't hear from them, and you're like, what happened? And then at the tail end, right when you give up, they're gonna contact you and offer you the position and the job. So just remain patient if you're looking for a job. But I certainly see that coming through by the end of this month. It's been a long process. Wow, yeah, it's been a long process, and you're gonna be wild. But I certainly see you manifesting a long-term contract. So I do feel like wherever you do end up next, if you're trying to be like, I want to be here for a couple years, I do see that happening. So you'll be with this place that you end up. It'll be worth the wait. It's kind of what I'm getting. I want to say something about this, but I don't know what I want to say. Do you see? Season one. Yeah, I was about to say, don't be overly. This is. It's funny saying this to Sag. It's funny saying that this to a Sag because I feel like
air. Like
yeah,
mind.
it's air. It's like you gotta brag a little bit on yourself. Don't sell your accomplishments short in your interviewing process. Like I feel like there's things that you can say in an interview that you don't say that you can go back and you be like, man, I should have said that. Like brag. If you did it, tell them. Don't hide any of that away. It's kind of like the yeah, I'm getting a little energy. I'm getting Leo energy. So you need to pretend to be a Leo in these job interviews. I think will help a lot. So there's a lot of success coming. Be able to speak your mind. Don't let people trip you up. If people ask you trick questions and all the other stuff, just answer the way that you feel. Be authentic. Be honest. Yeah, you got 777s. Yeah, so this is gonna be a pretty good month for you. The Knight of Pentacles. All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So congratulations on this new job that's gonna come through for you. Yeah, highlight your endeavors for sure. And if this has been like a really long, slow period of trying to apply for a job, this is going to be when things start manifesting for you. So congratulations, Sag. Energy, you've been putting in the work for sure. Yeah. So now we're going to go to Aries. Switch decks one more time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't know how to get that. Thanks, it will be 6 figure. Period. Yes. Manifest that. Love that. Love to see it. Love to hear it. I'm so happy that we've been able to spend time with y'all. This has been so much fun. I really miss y'all. I do miss y'all. I know but it's not you guys. it's everything else.
I'm telling you, I saw her try to do this video, y'all.
She saw it. She witnessed it today. And I was fighting. It was so hard. I woke up I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna do this and da-da-da-da. Just did not happen. So
That's usually how it starts.
yeah, I'm always excited.
She's excited.
I can't tell you how many awesome pick a card videos that I've had for y'all that I've gotten more than halfway through that just
lists.
never saw the light of day. But I really do thank you guys for being here. Ooh. Yeah, Aries. Wow.
It's interesting the fire signs are dealing with like money and stuff.
For literally. Always follows rhythms like that. Oh, it was true. Oh,
Thank you. I try so hard to make sure that y'all's readings. No, I'm kidding.
one day I'm gonna let her do her readings and all that other stuff. Don't be fooled that she's just sitting over here. She's a spectacular reader. She's the reader that I trust. If you trust me, she's the reader that I trust to do my reading. So don't be fooled by this little over here. Um, but yeah, thank you so much. I gotta get back on it. I miss y'all so much. Like, truly, 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 truly. Spirit just needs to open up a little bit of an avenue for your girl. Thank you. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck again for fire signs. For Aries. Okay, Aries.
A lot of, is that, yeah, 10 and 10.
Yeah, 2 10s. So you're kind of like a mix. You're like in between Leos and Sagittarius, Aries. So we start off with a beautiful Ten of Pentacles, and and it's cornered by the Lover's card, which is about options and choice, and then it kind of gets stunted by the Four of Swords. And then on the top, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Six of Wands, victory, overcoming, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles again. So it feels like you're making the right decisions. You're moving in the right direction, but powers that be are a little bit blocking you from what it is that you want to do. Something's telling me, Aries, and this is a very interesting kind of message to get. It's like Spirit wants to put you... You have an idea of what you want to do, and it's a great idea. However, Spirit might not want that to be the thing that you do. You might be pretty narrow-minded or single-minded in what you're doing, so I feel like there's going to be things that you're looking forward to where Spirit is putting up obstacle to kind of redirect you. You're not wrong, but to redirect you into what it is that you're supposed to be doing. What are, like, oh, man, I hate using such a hot topic, but I'm going to use Johnny Depp as an example and just kind of his career, right? So Johnny Depp, young Johnny Depp wanted to be a musician. He wanted to be a rock star. That's what he was like his goal. But through a series of events and blockages, he ended up getting into movies, of course, and is one of the biggest movie stars of the past, like, 50 years that we've seen. And I feel like, Aries, I'm kind of getting that type of energy where it's just like you want to be this musician, but Spirit really wants you to kind of move into acting. So take that and make it apply how it applies to you. But don't be surprised if you get like this way and then like Spirit's like, and then you have to go into another direction to get to where you're supposed to be. Because there's choices. It's funny because you have free will, and I feel like Spirit is bullying you a little bit, Aries. Where it's like, yes, you have free will, of course, but Spirit's just like, yeah, you have free will, but that's not really what we want you to do. So we're going to put up every obstacle to get you where you're supposed to go. So really interesting reading. But I do feel like you're going to be so successful when you finally align with what Spirit has intended for your progression. It's going to be beyond successful. But July is going to be filled with a whole bunch of no's, to be honest, until you get to a yes. But once you find that stride, you're freaking golden. You're right. And Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you're going to love where you end up. But Spirit has a very clear plan for you, and you might not know what that is. All you have to do is keep banging, knocking on doors until you get that yes, because the yes that you do get is going to be the yes that you've been wanting, but it might come from a different space than you're expecting. So please remain open. Yeah.
And also, like, I know, kind of going off of what's happening with you and your moon in Aries, there is something about a woman here that, like, is really gonna really help.
Yeah. So I definitely, yes, good point. Yeah. There's a lady, there's like a mentor. It could be like a mentor type energy, where they're gonna guide you. They're gonna tell somebody, Aries. I just feel like between Spirit and, like she pointed out, this woman that I'm picking up on, is going to really direct you and kind of mold you. It almost feels like somebody's gonna be like, "This is what you have to do in order to get what you want." It's a teaching opportunity. Listen to them. I'm so happy that you pointed that out. Listen to this person, because they're really trying to guide you in the right direction so you can be the most successful. They're planting the seeds. They're shaping you. They're designing you for whatever it's worth. So you could definitely be meeting up, tag teaming with somebody who's like very much engaged in your progress. Oh, I got it. The Nine of Cups. It's a wish fulfillment. This is a really positive reading. It might not feel like, because you just heard like, oh shit, is what you're working on is not going to work out. Thank you. You know, my spirit guides, they be here. You know what I'm saying? But this is a real wish of. Oh my gosh, everything's gonna be made so clearly. She's so cute. So yeah, the universe at the bottom of the deck. So just pay attention to the sign Aries. That's really all that you can do, and keep doing what you're doing, and then kind of let the universe tell you no for what it's worth until you get the yes, which looks like it's going to come from a feminine energy for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So that that I think that's that. So that's that reading for July, Aries. Yeah. So to just sum it up, keep going. You're moving in the right direction, but let spirit kind of act as like I always think of kind of those readings. It's like when you bowling, you know, when you have the little bowling and the little gutter ball things, you can boop 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 boop, but you'll make it to the pins. It feels like that. All right, last little bit. So let's go into the air signs. Final stretch period. Here we are. We'll start with Libras. Yeah, because I'm curious to see how Libras playing because they've been busybody in everybody's. Pacific Ocean. Ah, the Magician, your opposite Aries.
That's what happened to you.
Yeah, the Emperor, again, your opposite Aries. Oh, goodness. Wow. Libra is a masculine sign in your art. Definitely popping up as some masculine energy. Ooh. The Moon. Four of Swords. My mom is Libra. She pissed me off that I cut her off, so I'm here for it. Ooh, let's see. The Four of Wands. It's very similar to another reading. I just can't remember who had the Four of Wands in the middle of the reading.
It was early.
Yeah, it was pretty early. Page of Swords. Ah, Wheel of Fortune. And the Judgment card. Okay.
Money's been really popping up.
Yeah. Then we got the Queen of Cups in the bottom of the deck. Okay, so if you've been beefing with your Libra mother, I feel like I could say this from these cards. She might have been a little wrong. She might see the error in her ways, you know, with the Page of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune to the Judgment card. So she might, if you're open to, if you're open to her going back and you know whatever, then I can kind of see that coming, because I do see the maternal energy here with the Moon. But yeah, but let's look into it. So Libra, I feel like you have a very interesting reading. It's the opposite of Aries, which is crazy because I feel like you made a very clear decision, and great for. I'm not trying to be facetious, but like that's really great for a Libra. But to start off with the Magician and the Emperor, you've made a decision. However, now you are questioning it with the Moon card. Now you're like, was that right with the Four of Swords? So I feel like Spirit is telling you to commit. It almost feels like, as an example, if you were, especially with the Four of Wands here to the Judgment card, it feels like you were like super set. You're like, I'm quitting my job and I'm moving to Kentucky. I don't know. I'm moving to Kentucky and that's going to be my life now. And then you quit your job, you sold your house, and you're looking for houses in Kentucky, and you're like, I have made a horrible mistake. I don't think that that's the case. I just think that you have to like wait for it to balance out. It's going to work in your favor, whatever decision that you made. So if you're going back and forth and kind of weighing, I think that you could be justified in what it is that you've done, particularly if it has to deal, yeah, with Ace of Pentacles. I think you made the right choice. Some of you have left a job, left a home, and you did that because you probably weren't being treated fairly in your last job or whatever. So you stood on your own 2 feet, and you're like, I'm standing up for myself. I'm not putting up with this no more. And now you feel like you're up, you're up Shit's Creek without a paddle. I don't think that that's the case. I really do think that this is an opportunity for celebration, and things are certainly going to change. Wheel of Fortune to the Judgment card. You were correct in following your intuition. I do want to say that I feel like there's somebody has an eye on you, especially if you have moved or transitioned somewhere else. People from like your hometown or people from the old job are checking up on you. So make that LinkedIn look fresh if that's something that you're concerned about, because this is an upgrade. Tell them people, let them know that you're doing well, let them know that you shine. They try to keep you down, and you will not be kept down. Um, but yeah, do you get?
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Um, yeah, I feel like there is stability that, yeah, stability's definitely coming. With the moon, it's just like y'all are like pretty, might be feeling a little Cancerian, a little lost in the sauce, but yeah, no, there's definitely going to be a change and a shift that is happening for
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely feel like wow, the Six of Wands has been making its round as well.
Yeah,
I feel
all
like
of
you're
the
taking
metal.
charge. You're
Yeah.
taking charge of something, Libra, and that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Stand on your 2 feet, because that's how you're going to be able to bring the balance in that you're seeking. You know, I feel like it's kind of inverse with Libra energy, which is like, oh, in order to keep the peace, I just need to be agreeable all the time. No, take it from an
Yeah.
Aries.
And they're definitely, and I think even Spirit's telling you not to do that.
Yeah, do not
With
be
the Four of
agreeable.
Swords and then the Page of Swords, like, speak up. You know, like, if something's wrong, like, if they're not doing anything right, whoever it is, be like, do we have to do it that way? There could definitely be, like, a, yeah, yeah.
So your numbers, you got a lot of fours. You have a lot of fours. You got triple fours, which is an angel number. So you're protected. You're guided. Because it might be uncomfortable, like Cancer, like we saw earlier. This might be very uncomfortable for you to stand up on your own 2 feet, but you have to. You know, Libra's all about peace, but there is no peace without war. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes this is a time. If there was a time for you to go to war about yourself, Libra. It's now to get the respect and to get the movement that you need. Don't just try to keep the peace. That's that's pretty it. You're gonna be successful if you don't. So, um, anything else? These some of these readings are so cut and dry. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh my
Right.
gosh, you're walking
Walk away.
away. You're definitely walking away, and you're going somewhere where you can be certainly appreciated. So. Go where you're appreciated, Libra. That really is the thing. If you're holding on to something, let it go. Stand on your masculine energy. You are a masculine sign. Stand on your masculine energy. Tell them people no and keep it pushing. Don't
Yeah.
get too much in your feelings. Don't be confused or disillusioned. The confusion that you've had about certain things is going to be made very clear coming under the judgment. So whatever you have been a little, I don't know, it's going to be very clear. If you're like, I don't know if this person cares for me, have they been talking about behind my back, you're going to find out, and then you act accordingly. So yeah, that's really what I'm getting for Libras. That's pretty open and shut. That makes sense too. You have the South Node K2 going over your Sun.
Everything's
For
an
Vedic.
Aries. I feel
Yeah.
like these Libras aren't feeling like Libras right now.
Yeah, Libras are feeling like Aries
Yeah,
right now.
Libras are really feeling like.
Let's do Gemini. Ooh, Gemini.
Geminis.
Could be traveling. There's a Justice card.
Oh my goodness.
Libra energy has been everywhere except for Libras. That is so funny.
Yeah, definitely traveling.
Golly. Alright, so for our Geminis. Trying to get so combusted. Ooh, okay, Gemini. You two, along with your Libras, are deciding to shake it up. Yeah, I guess air signs, we'll see how Aquarius turns out, but it looks like air signs are not putting up with nothing this month. Like, it really looks like you're like, I'm determined to move forward. We got the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords to the Justice card. There's a real sureness with this in this air signs, air energy. There's a real sureness with you that you are going to get what you see fair, and you are going to make sure that that happens regardless if other people do it for you, which I think personally is a strength. Again, there's going to be some choices. There's going to be some decisions to be made that could put you in a different direction. You know, the Lover's card, the Six of Swords, it could be work. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm auditory. But I do feel like you. One second. Yeah, I do feel like there is an energy here where like you're going to be presented with an opportunity to move in a different direction, particularly when it comes to work or school. So if you're at school, you know, you could be thinking about transferring or changing your major or something. You know, I know it's July, but I see it, so I'm gonna say it might affect one person. But you know, be confident in your decision. Be confident and stand on your own ground. I feel like you spend a lot of time thinking about it. You know, people might not understand it. I'm really getting strongly for school. People are thinking about changing majors or changing schools or something, or maybe even dropping out completely. I don't know. But I feel like you've taken a lot of time, Gemini, to sit and think about what your next move is. So don't be so easily swayed when people disagree with you, because I feel like whatever you thought for yourself, you know that that can work for you. So don't just give in to what somebody else is saying, especially with this Five of Swords to the Temperance card. I feel like there could be a disagreement, particularly when it comes to teachers, or when it comes to, when I say teachers, gurus, it could even be religions in some ways with Temperance ninth house energy, where you're just like, I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know if this is what I'm looking for. I don't know if this is what I want. So I'm going to move into a different direction. I feel like you've been thinking about it long enough. Now is the time to start acting or putting whatever it is in position for you to do that. Some of you guys, I feel like, could be making like a clean break, you know? I don't necessarily see the Seven of Swords here, but I'm picking up on the Seven of Swords energy where you're just like, I'm in a situation I don't want to be in right now. So I'm going to take what I can and I'm going to leave. You know, especially with the Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords, it's such a fast moving, quick energy to focus. So I know I'm kind of getting, you know, Kanye West, he is a Western Gemini, and I know that when he was working on some of his albums, he would leave and go to Wyoming or whatever to get away, to get to recollect his thoughts. I'm kind of getting a little bit of that. So if you're in a situation where you're like, I need to get away to reconnect my thoughts and all the other stuff, I need to take a trip to nowhere where nobody can bother me, where I'm away from people, I'm away from this, I'm away from that, then this could be something that you are thinking of doing, Gemini. So yeah, let's see if we can get any more. You see anything?
Um, yeah, I definitely see that there could also be like there could be somebody that's really like confused. I think Adair said it, but like confused about just like what the things that you're thinking and where you're going or something, because they're so stable. You know, but being a Gemini, you're very, you know, flighty and stuff like that. So they could be kind of like, well, what do you mean that you want to quit or move or do whatever and stuff? So that can cause a little bit of conflict. But I think that it's all gonna resolve itself.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm happy that you put that out. So it does look like another person somehow, somewhere is playing into this. Some of you guys could be making like a work soulmate too. And I can see you opening up to collaboration, but that could also be it too. It's just like
Right.
you get an opportunity where you're living and you end up meeting, like, I'm a musician myself. So it's just like, you know what I mean? You're a dream producer and he's in freaking Switzerland. What you gonna do? You're either gonna take your ass to Switzerland or you're just gonna act like it didn't happen. And so I highly recommend that you take your ass to Switzerland, do what you got to do to get to where you need to go. Because I see a soulmate coming, but you're gonna have to leave something behind, and people are not gonna believe in you. People are not gonna believe in you.
Yeah. You know, but if you got that Gemini, you got that Gemini. Like, I think it's just your soul. Like, you would really, if you didn't do it, you would really be like, you would think about it heavy because y'all are some thinkers.
Yeah, look at this. I always take this as a risk taking card. It's like a baby fool card to me, where it's just like go, you know. So, and it could be kind of unexpected. Gemini, like, just be again you. And there was another sign where I was like, leave your phone open, because you could be reached out to for a lot of things and be in a totally different direction than what you're thinking. But I promise you, it's going to be successful on the other end. I really feel that way. It's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. However, people are going to question it. So
Yeah. Definitely follow your intuition. For sure, even with the Ace of Swords being here, and you're at the Four of Swords, and then the Six of Swords. Like, you know, you're not happy where you are. Anyway, so
yeah, I'm
if
totally
you're really
not surprised.
dissatisfied, you know that you're not trying to stay wherever
Yeah. So be mindful, and just reiterating, I was seeing if there was any more advice, and Spirit just giving the same advice to be like, shake things up. Um, you got the Hangman, the Two of Cups to the Tower card. So this is an unexpected partnership. Like it's a soulmate. I feel like it's more work. Now it can be work and then lead to something else. Don't count that out, especially with the two of cups here. But there's an unexpected partnership that's worth exploring. But you're gonna have to travel for it. You're gonna have to like move towards it in order for it to come to fruition. And it's worth considering. So that was fun. That's a fun Gemini reading. I think that that's like a secret wish that I think every Gemini has. It's like I just wish that somebody would be like, move in with me in my Tuscan apartment, and we're gonna make art. And you're like, okay. So that should be fun. So last but not least, Aquarius. Oh my goodness. We're here almost an hour and a half. Aquarius. Look at that. Wow. Love it. We're in tune. Hopefully people tune into this afterwards. But I appreciate the people who are here. Shit, they don't care. We had a lot of fun here. So
Open over Sue. Okay. That's the Gemini.
oh yay! Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy. I love my sidereal people. It's just a whole nother emotion, guys. I was like, if you really like a sidereal astrology, I have a Tumblr where I write about specifically more so sidereal stuff. So please check that out. I'll put it in
you go? Oh, you can write it.
I think so. Aquarius, North Node, Gemini.
Okay, we got a Gemini.
Okay, Geminis. Look, July's gonna be a good month for y'all. A lot of opportunity. Alrighty, Aquarius. The Hangman. Oh goodness. No, I'm just kidding. It's not bad. Definitely a need for a perspective shift. Golly.
Well, Geminis, maybe it's the Aquarius people that you're.
Wow. So yeah, Aquarius, very similar to Gemini, but very different at the same time. Okay. Sorry, the reading's good, but like this theme, this Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, and this card drive me insane. Okay, because they're all about patience and perspective. So starting off with this, and it's right next to the moon. Aquarius, there is something about your perspective. There's something about the way that you're seeing things. I hate to say this, I got a lot of Aquarius in my chart, but you wrong about something, like you're not looking at it right. There's another way to look at it. I'm gonna surreal when I was 5 now. She's in jail. Oh no. Well, sorry about that. Back to the Aquarius stuff. So I really feel there's this energy here where you're meant to move forward, where you're meant to break out. But I definitely feel like there has to be a perspective shift. You could have been dealing with a lot of disillusionment or something, but something is made clear, and it could be about a person. This kind of a little lovey too, Aquarius, which is a little different for y'all. So that's why I'm like, ooh. But there's something that is going to be made clear about you, about specifically a soulmate. So you definitely have like a soulmate coming through. There's clarity about feelings, and this kind of feels like, it's so funny. I wasn't even trying to. This is more love centered than I, than like Scorpio. So maybe you're connecting with the Scorpio.
Yeah.
But it feels like there's been a lot of confusion about a certain connection regarding a King of Wands. So this could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Virgo, or I'm picking Pisces energy, Cancer's energy, Gemini. Sorry, I'm throwing out all the signs, but it could be quite a few people. But regardless, there's a relationship that's been very slow to develop. It's been very shady to say the least. Maybe it's happened in the like in the shadows. Maybe there was something a little bit nefarious about it, anything like that. It's going to be made clear, and I do feel like there's a lot of love and connection in this relationship. Like the Ace of Cups is here, so I do feel like whoever this is, if you've been confused, Aquarius, about somebody's feelings for you, they're going to be making it known come July, and they're going to want to move forward with you. Here's the thing. I don't know if that's what you're trying to do. Like your energy, not looking that great. As far as moving this forward, we got the Fool card, awesome, yay! And then we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Nine of Wands. So there's a lot of hesitancy coming from what I think is your energy. This person is like, hey, I know what I want. I want you. You're like, are you sure about that? Like, I don't know about being in a relationship. It could be because Aquarians love their freedom. You might be a little nervous to, really commit to somebody. It feels like there's definitely hesitation. Or you've been, yeah, exactly. You've been, so used to kind of being on your own. It's scary to let somebody in. And this connection, no lie, very deep.
Yeah, I was
Very
like,
deep.
they definitely force you to open up your heart. Like, you have to dig into your feelings. Yeah, Aquarius feelings. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It might be a little uncomfortable.
You
for
might
you.
want to handle it in a logical way, and you can't necessarily do that.
This person is really challenging you. And again, if Aquarius, they could have Leo or fifth house placements. This is a passionate person where they want to act. They're like, I see you, I want you, I like you, you're mine. And you're like, let me think about that. I don't know about that. And this could be somebody you've been dealing with for a long time. So I don't know. So that's really fun. Let's see if there's advice. That was a fun reading, Aquarius, because July's gonna be a good month for everybody else, but you might be like, not other people. Other signs would see this reading and be like, oh great, you are a little hesitant. You're like, I don't know what he wants from me, or I don't know what they want from me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Woo, Aquarius. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm done pulling cards because it gets worse and worse. So,
Y'all are funny.
You're really blocking this. I can say that this is gonna be very uncomfortable for you, because I really do think that regardless of where you are, Aquarius, there's a real opportunity for a long-term connection, and you have to shift your perspective on what you think about relationships, what you think about togetherness, because there's definitely like a fighting that. But I do think that, again, it's gonna be made clear this other person's intention. You're not gonna be able to ignore it, and they're not gonna let you walk away from them either. Like they're gonna be like, hey, did you think about it? Did you think about it? Because I've been thinking about you. Did you think about it? So I do feel like that. But at the end of the day, there is potential here to end this conflict, but it is going to be a clash. I'm telling you right now, you and this person, there's a lot of love there. You guys are soulmates. You guys are connected, but the way that you guys view relationships and what that is, you're going to be duking it out. So even though I'm asking specifically for July, this kind of feels like this is going to be over the course of the next few months of you just like trying to negotiate what this relationship is. But it is going to end. This conflict and stuff is going to end, and I do think that you'll be able to step in harmony if you want to see it. But I feel like you are protecting yourself so much. You're protecting your ego. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to be fooled, which is completely reasonable. However, I think that this person has been sent to your heart to challenge you, to force you to look at relationships a little bit differently, and to not be so indignant about what you think you can and cannot do, and what they should and shouldn't be doing. So it's looking to not. It's not going to be a lot of fun for you, Aquarius, as far as this person. But I appreciate it. I think that you should welcome this energy personally, because this person is really going to open you up to see things in a totally different light. And if you allow them to love you, and if you allow them to step into you, I think that you really have a good shot of a long-term peaceful connection after you get out of these kinks. But you definitely, if you've always been the runner and if you've always been the chaser in the situation, congratulations, you are officially the runner. You have become the runner in a relationship, in the twin flame journey or saga. You were the one who's walking away from this connection. So yeah, and they're gonna chase you. They're gonna chase you. So yeah. So that's what I got. So that's it. Oh my gosh, we made it. We made it. An hour and a half later, we did it. Thank you guys so much to everybody who donated to the channel. I appreciate you more than you could ever freaking know. And yeah, I was like, any last things that anybody in the chat want to see? Like,
I know,
anybody
personal questions.
yeah, a personal question or two. If you hung in there with me, I was like, I will pull a couple cards. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed. It's been up like a mo, bro. I'm like hot right here. Feel like I've been working out right in this area. No, going once.
You sure?
Free reading, free reading.
Alert, alert.
Me, okay. Give it, all right. Give it to us. What's your question? Yes, yes. We'll do a couple. Yes, thank you. I was like, I see that number of 10 people here. So
And I know y'all got some questions.
I got a trial coming up. Okay. This is not for that. Wanted some insight. All right. I'm gonna use Norman. It feels like a Friday. Does it feel like a Friday to y'all? Just me? Oh, it's Thursday. Is the first tomorrow?
Yes. Yes. I thought June had 31 days.
Okay. Trial looking like it's gonna work out in your favor. Don't know what's going on, but these are extremely positive cards. If there's some money, before let me pull a couple cards. No cap. Nope. Absolutely no cap. Next time for love and work, please. Yeah. Okay. Got you, Bella. Girl, I've never seen some cards this good. So I hope that I'm not wrong. I would not worry about it at all. I do feel like you're going to come out on the up and up of this. You have some really beautiful cards and energies. The only thing that I'm seeing is the mice here. So this is about worry and just kind of little nuances, all that stuff, tedious kind of things. Like it could be like paperwork and stuff like that. If it has to do with money, then make sure that you work out like whatever taxes you have to. Okay, we got you. All right. Okay. You might need to remind me, but I got you. But I definitely feel like this is going to be the insight is that you look like you're going to be the victor of all this. You're very blessed. You're very lucky. If there's money that could be gained from this, you're going to get a nice chunk of money, and the process will be over. So, really good stuff. Really, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, you got all these really positive cards. So, congratulations. I really feel like you're going to win. And trust me, there's some cards that could have came out, and I'll be like, girl, no. But I think you're fine. Yeah, Spirit's reiterating with this card right here. So I think you're fine. So congratulations. I would not worry about it. Alright, Bella. So love and career, right? Okay. 3 for love, 3 for career. Ooh, okay. Nice. You got some communication coming, Bella. And I remember, like, the Pisces stuff. Ooh, the lovers. Okay, you got at least probably 2 options coming in. One, I do think, I remember the Pisces reading. One definitely could be from the past. But you have energies coming towards you from a love front. Be open. I feel like they could be from a different culture or a different religion or a different background than you, a different class, could be something like that. But you're definitely attracting a love. And if you have somebody already, then the communication is going to pick up a lot. So if you've been playing like phone tag with somebody, then you're going to be communicating with this person a lot. If there's nobody, and you don't know who I'm talking about, then somebody's coming in for you relatively quickly. This is pretty fast energy. You got the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords. So somebody's coming in for you. The Lovers. I am seeing the Sage of Swords. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, the Two of Cups. Girl, you about to be booed up for sure. The Lovers and the Two of Cups. And the Two of Wands. So, and the Chariots. You're moving towards something that's July, July, August, and all the other stuff. So be open. Be open, because you're definitely attracting love. So let's see about career. Career might be a little bit different. With love. But isn't it? Okay, great. Okay. So, all right, career, I'm still a little, it's a little weeble wobbly, right? We've had plenty of conversations. Bella's my girl. That's my sister from another mister. But I really do feel like career-wise, you are moving in the right direction. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving in that direction. I still feel like there could be some conflict. I feel like the biggest thing, especially with the Five of Swords to the Moon cards, you have to be very clear about what it is that you're trying to do work-wise and what the message is that you're trying to give. I feel like if your brand or whatever, stick to the brand. It almost feels like you're trying to do, I don't want to say too much, because nothing is too much, but it feels like Spirit wants you to root whatever it is that you're trying to do into one thing, put your energy into that, focus, and then let that be a catalyst for all the other things that you want to do, because I feel like you're kind of driving yourself a little mad, for what it's worth, just trying to move in different directions and all the others, and on all that good jazz. But you're close. You're very, very close, because after that confusion gets cleared up, you got the Fool card. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is money. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which is work. But you have to trust your intuition more. Do not overthink about what you want to do. It feels like, maybe, I'll just use an example. If you're just like, oh, I don't know, this will be the album cover, and I'm in like this pretty black dress, and then you look at the dress and you're like, well, I don't know, maybe this isn't the right dress, maybe I shouldn't do this, I don't know, does it look good? Wear the damn dress and call it a day. Make that the album cover and keep moving on. Don't get fixated on little details. I feel like you need to trust your intuition a lot more when it comes to your progression working, because right on the other side of that, again, you got the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and happiness. So really beautiful energy. Get focused, I guess. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and yeah, the sky's the freaking limit. So that's what I got for you. And then, last but not least, was a person asking about Vedic astrology, right? If you're going to be able to make a living off of Vedic astrology, correct? For that last person, I'm sorry.
It's like universal.
Yeah, universal. I just want to make sure that I'm asking the right question. Can you see in the chat? Yeah, so you want to know. Thank you. It was so good seeing you, girl. All right, universal. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get the card in the flash, but we'll see. Cool, 9 of Cups.
Looking good so far.
Yeah, it is looking good. The world. Hey, this looks like a yes. This looks like a yes. I do feel like you're going to have to use technology. You're going to have to use the internet or something, or like word of mouth, in order to spread your talent. So don't be afraid to get online. Don't be afraid to build a social media presence. Because that's really what it is. I think you'll have the knowledge, and I think you'll be able to have the following. Yeah. Got the page? Yeah. You'll have the knowledge, and you'll be able to have the following. but you're going to want to be put yourself in a position to attract the followers. Here's the thing, and as somebody who I've taken that career path personally, so I'm speaking from literally experience, start small. It's not going to, you're not going to be able to pay your bills overnight. This is something that you have to be very consistent in. I'm not even the best example of that. If I was more consistent and not flighty and trying to do 1,000 different things at one time, I would probably be more successful. However, it really comes to being realistic about first starting out and just knowing that when you first start out, it probably is going to be more of a side hustle. So it's like, don't quit your day job, you know, that old saying. But then as you keep putting into it and you keep growing, after 2-3 years, you'll be able to run your own business. But you have to be self-disciplined is what I'm getting. So the possibility is there. The wish is there. The dream is there. Oh goodness. Um, anyways, the the dream is there. So I really do feel like you definitely have the potential to be able to make money. Just be realistic about what those expectations look like, and yeah, you'll be doing some lovely work helping people. Anything else? So long story, long-winded answer for yes, you will be able to be successful. Yeah, look at this. Even the seeker, that's a little tarot thing. So this is another confirmation, astrology and all that stuff. So yeah, I think you're on the right path. Stick to it. Be realistic. Start small. Stick to it. Hang in there. Give yourself 2 to 3 years, and yeah, you got it. So that's what I got. So that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that we're good. It was so wonderful spending time with you guys. Thank you guys so much again for joining me and my sister. We had a lot of fun with y'all, and I'll see you about the pick of cards and all the other stuff. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna be able to do this. This live thing worked out pretty well, depending on how it uploads. And thank you so much for everybody who contributed money, and like, yeah, peace. Until next time.